Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Avis. Welcome to each episode. In today's video, we're going to be starting a brand new devlog series. I am fully aware that the previous devlog series didn't really last for too long, and I'm very sorry for that, but I think it's going to be different for this brand new series since it's going to be about something that I personally really enjoy and that I think might be quite interesting for you guys as well. I recently asked what kind of videos or content you guys would like to see, and some of you guys wanted to see some kind of development videos, so I guess this is the closest thing we can get to like development videos. It is of course, like I said, going to be a brand new devlog series about creating a map, better said like a map concept. In this case, we're going to be creating a brand new map concept for knife ability test. This is my first map concept. It is of course the version 2 of that, and I think it's actually not too bad for my second map ever created. I think it looks quite decent and still definitely has quite a lot of flaws overall, and I'm by no means an expert, but I kind of wanted to take you guys along the way of creating a map in Blender of course, and then exporting it to Roblox, so I think the series might be quite interesting. If you notice any kind of mistakes that I make along the way, feel free of course to share them in the comments down below, and always of course feel free to leave some feedback in the comments down below. I would really appreciate that. Episode number 1, so the episode today, is just going to be a very simple episode. I kind of want to just discuss the thought process of course that goes into creating a map design, and I think we're going to be starting of course with the very first and basic thing to do. It's going to be the map layout, and so we're going to be drawing a very simple map concept in today's episode. So in the next one we can actually start blocking out the map with some very simple shades, and then of course can go into detail in the future episodes. So I would just say let's start. Alright, so now of course we are on the drawing software. I'm personally using Affinity Photo. It doesn't really matter what kind of software you're using. We just want to create a very basic layout that we can use as a reference later on. Reference materials will be quite important for the next episodes. I already know what kind of map I want to design, but if you're currently not really sure what kind of map you want to design, it isn't that bad. I think the first thing that we want to do in this first episode, of course, like I said, is just going to be the layout of the map, how we want to design the map in the future episodes, and I'm going to be using this as a reference point in the next episode when we're going to be creating a very early block out version of the map. So I think this is kind of like a not necessarily important step, but I kind of like to do this one since I just kind of like doodling around, so you don't have to do this necessarily. Anyway, so let me just explain really quickly what kind of map concept I want to create. I want to create a map that is a construction zone. I think that might be quite a unique concept for knife ability test. There isn't something like that currently in the game, so I think it might be quite cool, and we're gonna write that down for now. Sorry for my terrible handwriting, but we gotta deal with that. Alright, there we go. Well, it doesn't look pretty, but it doesn't matter. It is just a very basic reference point, of course, for future episodes. So let's make like a very simple square right here so we can kind of figure out the map layout. There we go. There we go. Doesn't have to look pretty. Alright, there we go. I think this is good enough. So I kind of want to have like a main building in the kind of left area to the map right here. So we're going to just draw a square. This is going to be, this looks really bad, but this is going to be the main building. There we go. We're going to be naming this house 1. Maybe like that. There we go. I kind of want to have a ramp which is connected to the first kind of house. There's going to be something below the house. So we're going to kind of like underline this right here. There we go. Just kind of make some lines right here, so there we go, not too bad. Alright, so this is going to be a ramp, so I think we're going to name this one ramp 1. There we go. This is ramp 1. I kind of want to have a crane, which is right here. There we go, maybe something like this. This is supposed to be a crane later on. And of course, there's going to be some kind of walls right here. There we go, so let's just draw a very simple wall. We're going to extend this one a little bit further around this area. And I kind of want to have another building, so let's say the other building is actually going to be right on this side. Maybe we're going to make this symmetrical, but I kind of don't want this to be a symmetrical map. Maybe actually we can do this by placing the other house on the other side of the map. There we go. And then maybe like another ramp right here. There we go. This is house 2 and this is a ramp 2. Alright, and then of course I kind of want to have these construction houses. I'm not sure if you know about these, but in Germany they're very common. These are kind of like trailers, like very small trailers, and I guess like the construction workers use these to kind of plan things and stuff like that. So let's say we have like 2 of these right here, maybe one of them in this area, maybe like this, there we go, something like that. And then of course I kind of want to have like some kind of pipeline right here where people can go through, but they don't necessarily have to do this, and maybe some other stuff like right here in this area, maybe another crane. Maybe we're gonna flip this around, maybe put the house right here, something like that. And I think we're good to go. Maybe actually another small house, like some kind of like extension of this one. I don't know. And then of course, everything is surrounded by like a very simple cement wall or something like that. There we go. And of course, since this map is actually going to be in the middle of a city, we're gonna have some kind of roads right here in the top area, and then maybe some simple houses, some just very simple shapes later on. But I think this is actually not a bad map concept so far. I'm pretty happy with it. I can showcase what kind of map concept I had originally planned for this. So let me just remove all of this. There we go. Now we can just do this. There we go. Alright, let's move this one. Let's make this one a little bit smaller. There we go. So this is the one that we just sketched out, and this is the one I had planned earlier. So we have now two different variants. The original one I had drawn was that there's another house right here with some kind of stairs in the middle. I think this might actually be the better choice, to be honest, right here on the left side. Same thing right here with the ramps, and of course the pipeline in the middle I still kept that one. And then of course the trailers right here, and just some kind of construction materials and stuff like that. So yeah, that's going to be episode number 1, I think. I hope it was still enjoyable, and in the next episode, of course, we're going to be creating the first block out version of the map, and then of course continuing in future episodes with the detailing of the map. So hope you guys enjoyed this first episode. Thanks for watching, and I will see you of course in the next video. Bye guys.